Hello and welcome to Classic Games Revisited. I'm your host, Dami, and today we are reviewing the Sega Master System and its built-in hidden game. Ah, behold the Master System in all its glory. It was a rather advanced system for its time, but not that popular in the US. The power button, pretty standard fare. Push it on for power, push it again for off. Controller ports 1 and 2. Located in the front, very convenient, and a card input. Say what? Card input. Very revolutionary concept. Instead of putting games on carts, they were on credit card sized cards. Very revolutionary, very underused. It's a shame. So we have a pause button, also very revolutionary. Nothing really seen like that before. The reset button, standard fare. And the cart port. You plug your carts in here and play away. Now let's flip this over and see what's on the back. And there's not a whole lot on the back. We have an AC jack, so we can power up our Master System, the RF out, and your channel 3-4 selector, and also an AV out. That was kind of different for the time. Most systems of the time connected with the RF. The control pad. This is a beaut. 1 and 2 instead of A and B, and 1 doubles as a start button. Your D-pad is a squared kind of unique design. Very comfortable, very responsive, still to this day. Made in China. That doesn't really come as a surprise. And we have the controller port, 9-pin receptacle. Thank you, Atari. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As we power up the system, we actually have a boot screen. Very unique. There is no cart in here, so it tells you to do something, like put a cart in. But if we hit up and A or 1, 2 on the control pad, not A, B, something happens. A hidden game. This game has come to be known as Snail Maze, even though it doesn't really have an official title. As we see, it just says V1.3, which is the version of the operating system. And welcome to Sega Master System. RD1, we can presume means round 1. And a timer that counts down starting from 60, so you have 60 seconds to complete this maze. It's a rather complex maze. You navigate a snail through it, and the controls are slightly wonky, so it may not seem quite as responsive. You may walk past your intended area where you want to turn, but all in all, fairly enjoyable. And as we wind our way to the goal, if you can beat the clock there, you progress to the next stage. That is logically RD2. Same scenario, different maze, slightly less on the timer. This time you have 58 seconds to complete, and equally or possibly more complex maze than the first one. I have personally never made it past RD2, but rumor has it that there are actually 12 mazes. I guess I will never know for sure unless I hit pause and actually find and memorize the correct route for each one. But I don't feel like doing that. It's just too much effort for a snail maze. And when you die, it says time up, and it puts you back at the boot screen. If you want to play again, repeat the procedure. At this screen, hold up 1 and 2, and you can play again. And you cannot continue. So I can imagine if you got really far, like stage 10 or 11, and died, it would be rather frustrating. But what do you want for a free built-in game on a system made in 1986? That's it for now. I'm your host, Dami. Join me again for another episode of Classic Games Revisited.